Well, I'm a 60-year-old dude who lives in Duluth, Minnesota. Been here about 20 years. I'm kind of an outdoors person and would probably spend most of my time outdoors if I had the opportunity. The question here is about what do I think of global warming and what's it doing to me and my community? Um, One of the things I really love to do is cross-country ski, and that's where I notice its effect on me the most. In Duluth, the last 5 or 10 years, we've had winters that seem to be diminishing in their snowfalls generally, especially in the early part of the year. So cross-country skiers, and myself included, are generally gnashing their teeth during the early winter, waiting for a decent snowfall to come so that it can be groomed and the skiing can be really good. Um, we also have kind of fluctuating weather, so it may get cold for a little while, but then it gets unusually warm for a little while. And if you do get a good snow, well, there's a good chance it's going to melt on you. Because the skiing is usually so bad in the early part of the winter, we wind up traveling for an hour or two or even 3 hours sometime to go to a place where we can find decent snow. We wind up burning a fair bit of fossil fuel to get to such a place, which is kind of sad. We do own a Prius, so we're burning about half the fossil fuel we used to burn, but we're still burning it. One thing we've seen in this area and in wider Minnesota is large fluctuations in the weather. It just seems like we're getting more and more wicked heat spells, followed by cold spells, followed by wet spells. So you can't rely on things being favorable for whatever you want to do for a very long period of time. One of those things is growing crops. It's making it harder for the farmers to be successful, I think. And like I said, for me, it's making it harder for skiers to have a successful season in the winter. One thing that happened just this past summer in Duluth was that we had a huge deluge. We got 10 inches of rain in 24 hours, roughly. That created a humongous flood here that created all sorts of damage. It was the 500-year flood. And it's kind of interesting that the 500-year flood occurred in my lifetime. And it occurred during this last 10 years when we really think global warming has taken off. So I think that may speak to the fact that we're going to see more severe weather events associated with climate change.